they all know the same stuff, and they knew that this was going to be the turnaround because I told them this is how we turn it around. And, I told him, hey, just keep it to yourselves, don't tell no one. But I already knew he was going to, because he came out with a smile on his face after I pulled him out of the, little interview, and his review. And I seen him go to the homies.
Place you're still at right now, right?
I was there for 14 years. I ended up working my way up to upper management. I did turn that place around, I became a production manager. When they opened up a new facility, they wanted me to lean it out because I learned lean processes and stuff like that. So I had a bunch of Kanban systems. I laid out the production floor pretty much in the assembly line. So it flowed, one way, and then it got to where all the sub assemblies are built, to the machine finally built, to the QC process, to it being shipped, and I set up the whole production floor like that. And, and if you're going through it and, just know, keep praying, your prayers will be answered, but it's in his timing, and he'll never put you in a situation that he can't get you out of, and, where I'm at now, like I said, I'm struggling. I ain't living that perfect life, or I ain't in a place where I'm comfortable yet, but, I got a roof over my head, my kids ain't starving. They may go to bed sometimes a little hungry because, sometimes there ain't as much food in the fridge as I like, but, the utilities are still on, they ain't, cut the electric bill, what I mean? So I'm still here, and I know for a fact that he'll get me out of this situation. I'm in a little hole right now, but he'll pull me through.
You know what? That's one of the things that I as I was hearing you, when anger.
I don't know more, I'm so blessed, and there's so much more blessings out there, what I mean? Just change your life around. Like I said, I make really good money right now, and I don't got a degree, but I got that work ethic, and I got that experience in that field, and that's all it takes is just to start.
You know what you have that's more important than any of that? You have God.
Yes,
He's always
sure.
in your corner, brother Paul.
Yes, yes.
Is one thing that you said, just like, you were willing, this man came to you that said that, you were willing to give him an opportunity when others didn't. That's the God we serve. Even at a very young age, I think you said, at the age of 16, you felt like you weren't worthy enough to